नमो उपजायानं नमो लोये सव्वसाहूनं येसो पंच नमोकारो सव्वपावपनासनो मुगानंद सब्बेसि परमं अवये मंगलम।
Yes. Any questions related to last class, dear?
Ma'am, I have a question.
Yes, please.
But it's not about last class, but it's about the homework you gave us. In the first question of Krambak Paryaya, it says that verses 308 to 311 of Samesar. And I understood 308, 9, 10. But I couldn't understand the 310th verse of Samesar, ma'am. If you could explain it to us, it would be good. It is Kamma Paducha Katta Kattaram Taha Pahucha Kammani Appajam Tia Niyama Siddhidu Na Disaye Anna.
Oh, the Gatha is given in the book? No, no.
No, I'm reading from Samesar.
Yes, tell me the verse. Na
Kammam Paducha Katta Kattaram Taha Paducha Kammani.
No.
Upajantiya Tiya Niyama Siddhitu Na Disaye Anna.
That is not Gatha number 310.
311, ma'am. 311.
Okay. Okay, got it.
समझ में नहीं आ रहा है मैम.
Kamma Paducha Katta Kattaram Taha Paducha Kammani. Karma Pratitya Karta Kartaram Tatha Pratitya Karmani. Utpadyante cha Niyamat Siddhistu Na Drishyate Anya. Okay, what they are trying to say is that see here, you have the sugar and the sweetness, right? The sweetness is born in the sugar. The sweetness ka ashray is the sugar. Ashray means the base, adhikaran, the base. Okay, so here they are saying is that you have a relation called karta and karma. You have a relation called karta and karma. So that karta and karma is in the same dravya. So Pudgal is born in the Pudgal and the Jeev ki Paryaya is born in the Jeev. So the Jeev ki Paryaya is the karma and the Jeev is the karta. Likewise in Pudgal also the Pudgal is the karta and the Paryaya of the Pudgal is the karma. Then how do these Jeev and Pudgal get associated? That we are not able to understand. We are not able to see a relation between these two. You understand? Yes. So, Utpadya Utpadak. Utpadak means manufacturer. And Utpadya means the thing that is manufactured. Okay, like you have employer, employee. Like that, Utpadya Utpadak bhav. So, here they are telling ki in all dravya, one dravya is not the utpadya and utpadak of another. One dravya is not the manufacturer of another dravya. Manufacturer or creator, you can say over here. Okay. So because this relation is absent, I don't see that the Jeev is the karta of the karma. I don't see that the Jeev is the karta of the karma, and karma is not the thing that is created by the Jeev. Okay. So कर्ता कर्म के अनन्य अपेक्षा सिद्ध होने से जीव के अजीव का कर्तापना नहीं सिद्ध होता. So now how can the jeev said to be the doer of ajiv? How do you say that jeev is the karta of karma? Karta, you understand? We do ragvesh, we do the dravya karam, bhav karam, all these things. So this proves that the jeev is the akarta. You made a chapati, but you are not the creator of the chapati. The chapati is the creation of the qualities of the wheat only. In the chapati, your hand or something is not gone. Only the qualities of the wheat are vyapak, vyapya, spread out in that chapati. You only a nimit.
But then the wheat does not make a chapati of its own.
Yeah, it does not.
A nimit, like a person to do it actually.
Yeah, so if you are the creator, now you create a chapati out of something else. You create a chapati out of ghee. Let us say.
Fair enough, ma'am, but then the person becomes the nimit, right?
Yeah.
But then in the previous gatha,
you have the upadan and nimit agents. So correct. The wheat is the upadan, you are the nimit, but you are not the doer of the chapati. You are only an instrumental doer. The potter makes the pot. He is only instrumental in making the pot, which has the qualities to the wood, the clay, which has the qualities to get converted into pot. Only on that clay the potter can act. He cannot act on any other thing and create a pot, because the pot has the capacity to convert into the clay has the capacity to convert into a pot.
Okay. That is accepted, ma'am. But then it also goes on to say in the book, Krampat Paryaya, that you are the creator of your own modification.
Yes. Again, सहज में your पर्याय परिणमन हो रहा है. अपेक्षा से सहज में, like for example, you boil the water. Now, who makes the water cool again? Once it is on the gas, it is hot. Now you remove it from the gas. Who is the creator of the coolness in the water?
The water.
You will say water. Now water is sitting and creating it, or yes, सहज में हो रहा है?
Naturally it is.
Natural हो रहा है. So like that in the Atma, natural the Gyan Darshan Paryay takes place. Naturally the waves come out in the ocean. Naturally the waves of Gyan Darshan are operating in the Atma. The Atma is not said to be a creator of those also from a particular point of view, but from a particular point of, so that is why they say it is a Gyayak. It is only a knower of all the Paryay. Wait, it is only a knower of all the Gyan Darshan Paryay that are coming out in it also.
So then why does it say that we are the creator of the Atma creates or destroys its own modifications?
Apeksha lagao. From the Vyavahar point of view, yes. From the Nishchay point of view, no.
Correct. Okay.
Apeksha hata doge to confusion rahega. Relatively, see, I'll tell you, relatively, you are the caretaker of your children. You, matlab, we all. And relatively, they are governed by the 5 samvai. Relatively, they are there because of their swabhav, purusharth, karma, kal, all those things.
But can we say it is the paryaya is created or destroyed by the Atma because of the Shaktis that are potential in the Atma.
Yes, by the potential cause itself, these things are operating. The parinaman is happening in the Atma. We call it as creation, destruction.
Okay.
That's the
Right.
Sahaj parinaman of all the gun in the Atma.
Right.
That is how the Dravya operates. That is how the Dravya operates through creation, destruction of its own paryaya. And there will be one question, like not question in your exam. What will happen if all the paryaya are static? It is given in your Tattva Sutra, your chart book. Your Tattva Sutra chart book. In the 5th chapter, very nicely, you have that Utpad Vyay Dravya Yuktam Sat, no? So you can take that part and there it is given. What will happen if all the paryaya, if there is no, what to say, it is given. Only if there is Utpad in the Dravya.
Ma'am,
First page
but
number 1 or 2. Please, when
in-
I'm talking, please listen. When I'm saying something, I'm trying to put in so much effort. And you cut me, then I don't feel like talking. 1
Michami
second.
Tukadam, ma'am, sorry.
1
Sorry.
second. 1 second, dear. Basant, your Jaji has gone out. He'll come. I'll tell him to call you. 1 second, he's gone. अरे नमो ने छोड़ने गया शायद त्रिभुवन. 1 second में अभी आ जाइए. हाँ रेडी है मैं आते ही मैं फोन कर रहा हूँ. हाँ 1 second, dear. Lot of disturbance here. So page number 1 or 2, you please take and see. Those who don't have the book, you can see like this. You have Utpad, Vyay, Dravya, all the 3 instilled in each Dravya. So what will happen if there is only Utpad? What all problem? Namu, daddy नहीं है क्या तेरे साथ? नहीं, मम्मी दूध पी रही? हाँ पी ली. Okay, so all kinds of ambiguities will be. If only Utpad is there, then मिट्टी के बिना ही घट की उत्पत्ति हो सकती है. If only Vyay is there, घट के नाश पर मिट्टी का भी नाश हो जाएगा. मिट्टी also should be destroyed. If only Vyay is there, then even everything will vanish from this world. Only if Utpad is there. So there will be so many things that are manufactured and old things are just piled up. There's no recycling of these things. Okay. Then if only permanence is there, then there will never be a new forms originating out of any dravya. Okay. So Vastu should be Utpad, Vyay, Dravya, Swarup only. Only if 1 is there, 2 is there, or 2 out of 3 are there, also the world will not operate. हाँ अभी पूछो आपको क्या पूछना है. नहीं तो मैं आगे चल रही हूँ क्लास में. शोभा मैडम गायब भी हो गए.
I'm here.
हाँ बोलो.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Thank
now I request you all to take the question answer session. I told you to study up to 10 questions and come. Do you have any doubt in those 10 questions, dear? That's what just now Shobha madam was asking. So I did not stop her because it was a part of the homework given. Hello.
Ma'am, I have a question on the Shakti, the powers that are associated with Jiva. Bhav Shakti, Abhav Shakti. Would that be the Bhav and Abhav we studied earlier?
Which Bhav and Abhav we studied earlier?
We studied 4 Abhavs and 5 Bhavs.
No. They are
Okay.
different. They are different. But you can see there is overlapping. Abhav means what? When milk turns into curd, there is abhav of milk in the curd.
Yeah.
So the Purva Paryay ka, so there the language is different. The concept is same. The language is different. The Purva
Right.
Paryay ka abhav in the new Paryay.
Yeah.
That way you have to understand. But there you studied four abhav, atyant abhav,
Yeah.
anyonya abhav. Here you have only bhav abhav.
Okay.
So there 4 are there. Here only out of that you'll get only what? Only the word bhav is there.
Okay.
Yeah, but
So-
things are same, concepts are same, similar. They are trying to explain to you the dravya, how the universe operates.
Right.
There they told through 4 abhav. Here they are telling through 6 bhav. There it was abhav.
Yeah.
You know, atyant abhav, prag abhav, anyonya abhav, and then what was that other one?
Pradvanshabha.
Tadvanshabhav.
Pradvanshabha.
That is how the dravya operates. So understanding the same complex dravya in another way.
So what would they be indicating here by Bhav Shakti and Abhav Shakti
Where,
in this question then?
see, you want me to explain those 6 Shaktis again?
No, I just wanted to get an idea of if I was to understand Bhav Shakti, Bhav Abhav Shakti, what would be my reference to it? Or how would I refer to it? Yeah.
See here, in the dravya, सुनो बसंत का 2 बार फोन आ गया, वो बोले नीचे आ जाओ. See here, in each dravya there are 47 Shaktis.
Yeah.
Out of those 47, 6 are mentioned here. You should read the other 47. We have put it in our Pure Soul book. Mahendran sir, if I have sent you the Pure Soul book, you can look into that, and others can look into that book on the net. Pure Soul and its Infinite Treasure by Dr. Jayantilal Jain. And 47 Shaktis are given in Samay Sar ki Tika. Tika mein, matlab Parishishta mein. And sir has given those notes in English. Very nicely they are given over there, so you can read them. And very beautiful thing about that book is 1008 qualities of the dravya. That is the Jivastika.
Right.
The dravya. So please read that. Now, out of those 47, 6 are given. इधर फोन के टेबल पर हाँ. See here, in every dravya there is one Shakti because which that dravya will operate as its own self. Naturally, it is operating as its own self. The Gyan, Darshan, all these Shaktis are there in the Atma. So there will never be abhav of this Gyan, Darshan in the Jiva. That is a Bhava Shakti. Now this Gyan, Darshan, the Paryay is changing, no? So abhav. So when the new Paryay comes, there is abhav. Abhav means absence of the old Paryay in the new Paryay. So here, no? Aisi Shakti Vartaman Avastha ke atirikta. Other than the present state, no other state can be in that dravya. That is the meaning, not the previous Paryay, new Paryay. Abhav means in the present Paryay, there is complete absence of every other thing. So when the Jeev is operating with Gyan Darshan, then there is complete abhav of Dharmastikaya, Akash, Kal, Pudgal, Morag, Dvesh, previous Paryay, everything you have to take over. But there when we understood Prag Bhav, Pradvanshabhav, it is previous Paryay, next Paryay. Okay, so the Jeev is operating because of its own potential Shakti, and other Paryay, other Dravya are totally absent in it. There is no more Rag, Dvesh, etc. in that Shuddha Jiva because of this Abhav Shakti. There is complete Abhav of this. Now you have understood this concept. Now when you sit and meditate, and if you keep telling, I have to do Abhav of Karma, I have to do Abhav of Kashai, means you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You have to sit and enjoy being in Jeev. That our mind doesn't understand. And it wants to always be preoccupied with doing. That is the level of mithyatva that we have to check.
Yeah.
Understood?
Got it,
Abhav
ma'am. Thank
Shakti?
you, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Likewise, you have the third bhav, abhav. Because of this bhav shakti, it operates as its own self and it will never operate like other dravyas. Abhav. Kya? Okay. So bhav, abhav, shakti ke karan, like that you have to read these 6 shakti.
Yeah. Okay,
Okay.
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Any other question, dear? Anybody has? I would like
Ma'am?
to help you.
Ma'am, you said creator is embedded in the creation itself. So I can understand who created the world. But the question why remains, why the universe is functioning like this? What is the purpose, ma'am?
Very nice question. Write one sutra. Swabhavato atarkaha. Swabhavato atarkaha. I'll give you the exact words. Just give me a minute. Very beautiful, you know. See, by God's grace, I'm able to give ready answers for all your questions. So that deeply you all have to understand. Very, very nicely it was told over here. Swabhavato. Wait, I'm just taking out the exact word. See, when you quote something, we should never quote otherwise. You should give the exact word. Swabhavo atarkaha. I'll write it for you. Now, where is this said? I don't know. Maybe in some logic texts. Swabhavo. This is ama, but it is avagraha chinna. Atarkaha. Swabhavo atarkaha. This we will put one that S symbol, that S symbol, which indicates a. Now, what does it mean? What does this line mean? Who will try to answer? Swabhav mein tark nahi hota. Why the water is cool? Natural. Okay. Why the coal is black?
It's natural.
Why the gold is gold, having the properties of gold? It is natural. Swabhav. Likewise, the universe by nature exists like this since Anadi and Anant. Through Tarka, you cannot understand that. Through Tarka, you can understand the functioning of the Swabhav. But why the Swabhav is like that? There can be no logic for that. Why do we walk on our legs? No logic. Why do monkeys walk on the 4 limbs? No logic. Natural. That which is natural is beyond logic. Understood? But the Atma's functioning is also natural. You have to understand it applying logic. But why it is like this? No logic.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes. It is operating with Utpadvyay Dravya, you can understand with logic. But why it is working as Utpadvyay Dravya? No logic. Understood, dear? That is how natural the things are. And the whole world is vyavasthit. It is in perfect order. Everything is happening the way it should happen. Not by your doing or my doing. You want to do things in a particular, like for example, your wedding. You wanted a winter wedding, but it was fixed for summer. Somebody wanted a summer wedding, but it is fixed for winter. You wanted your wedding in a particular fashion, but it turned out to be in another fashion. You wanted this orchestra, that orchestra was hired. You wanted this way, that way it happened. I'll give you one small example. When my daughter's brother-in-law was to get married, So there were two children at home, one was my granddaughter Tridha, that is their first grandchild, and that nephew, that brother-in-law's nephew. Two children were there and they were very excited, that both these children will sit on the horse. वो घोड़े पे बैठ के जाते हैं ना, आगे पीछे वैसे. So the mothers and all very looking forward to that event. And it turned out to be that the horse was not cooperating. वो उछल रहा था, दूल्हे को बिठाना ही मुश्किल हो रहा था. So बच्चों को तो उससे दूर ही रखा. So you understood what I'm trying to say? The horse was a little rough and tough to handle. So with great difficulty, the maple could sit on it. So the children were kept away from the horse. So what happened to their wish? Now tell me, they are the doer, they are the creator. Now tell them to make it happen. Can they control the horse? It is beyond their control. It was destined to happen like this, so it happened like that. Understood, dear, what I'm trying to say? So things happen the way they should happen, but you have to look at it from the prism of 5 Tambai. If you just tell the way they had to happen, so it happened, okay, then the horse appeared on its own, then they should not have booked the horse only. They should not have done that Purusharth only. Understood? And it is the nature of the horse to make people sit. So the Swabhav is there. The Purusharth also happened. That time, that horse only was available. So that was to happen, that these children were not to sit on the horse. Nimit, aisa hi tha. They were not to enjoy that Pudgal. Enjoy, I'm giving you a very simple example, very crude example, nothing serious about it. Like that you see in your day-to-day life. Like you're all ready to go for a party and suddenly there are guests at home. You're delayed. You miss the introductory speech. So many things, so many things. The whole world is governed by the laws of Kram Niyamit Paryay. You are only a Gyata Drashta. Remain a Gyata Drashta Akarta. That is the sadhana. But without understanding that I am Akarta, how will you remain in that Akarta state and get Keval Gyata? Only through Akarta experience, you can get Samyak Darshan, Ratnatraya, Moksha, everything. Otherwise, we will be caught in Sansar. It is like in the Prapanch, we are caught. And see, I'll tell you one thing. We all go and watch a movie. So in the movie, all the scenes are coming as they are all fixed in the reel by the director. What are you sitting there and doing? Simply watching. Likewise, understand that the whole universe is one play and all the scenes are coming one after the other and they are all prefixed. You are only a silent spectator. If you remain a spectator, you will not get caught in the prapanch. But if you don't remain a spectator, you end up doing ragdvesh, part of the prapanch. Yet, apart from it. You are a part of it, yet distinct from it. That is the complex reality. I hope things are clear, dear. I would like to take things forward now.
Thank you.
Yes, dear. Hello.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Now, all of you take the questions. You people have read or not, I don't know. So the first question tells you that Jeev remains Jeev, Ajeev remains Ajeev along with its Kram Niyamit Paryay. That was the answer for the first question. First and second. And the third one talks about the 6 Shaktis, which I've already explained to you. And 3, 4, 5, all these things talk about those Shaktis. Everything happens in Swasamay. Nobody can alter even one Samay. Okay, Indrava, Jinendrava. Now, 6th one. They say that when all these Paryay are happening on their own, then are we not the doers of the Parinaman? Then they say, you have to look at it from the prism of Upadan and Vyaya. From the Upadan point of view, you are the doer. From the Nimit point of view, you are the doer. Like that, you have to understand. So the whole universe, Swayam Parinamanshil. That's why Siddha Bhagwan are all Akarta. So many Jeev have gone to moksha. Has the universe stopped operating? Likewise, you and I will go out of this prapanch. Prapanch means five paravartan. yet the universe will keep operating. Nobody is the doer of this universe. Okay, so Keval Gyani has sung this, page number 77. Hota swayam jagat parinam, main jag ka karta kya kam. Everything is happening on its own. Okay, that doesn't mean don't sit and make the chapatis and say automatically the chapatis will happen. Don't stop taking care of your children and think that everything, they will turn out to be very good human beings on their own. No. In that case, if you feel I should not make the chapatis, then you should not do anything also. You should not do anything. Anything means physically, mentally, verbally also do nothing. Sit like a sannyasi. Sit like a Muni Maharaj. If you apply that there, in I will not make the chapatis, it will happen on its own, means then why are you sitting and watching the videos also? Why are you sitting on your mobile and watching the videos? Then apply that concept there also. So it is not in your hands to sit quietly until and unless you understand this complex reality and absorb in it. You understand? That only is your purushar that you have to do. Okay. Now what they are saying, next question number 8, page number 77. When we can't do anything, then where are we said to be independent? Swatantra. Now what is the meaning of the word Swatantra? Tantra means Rajya, connectivity. Swatantra means there is a connectivity of the jiva with its own gunas only and not with any other thing. That is the Swatantrata. Become Atmanirbhar. Okay, now write down 3 words I told in the Friday class also. Mantra, Yantra, Tantra. That which gives solace to the mind is called mantra. Man ko jo tran de wo mantra. कितना लिया बताओ? इधर आओ. ज्यादा नहीं है. चलेगा तो ले लो. चलेगा तो ले लो. Mantra. Okay. Now you make a pictorial representation of it and put it on a slab or a paper or a cloth. That is called yantra. You have Pesatya yantra. So many yantras you have. Please take Jainendra Siddhant Kosh, volume 4. You have at least 25-30 yantras. Digambar tradition ka. Shwetambar ka bhi Siddha Chakra yantra. है ना? So many yantras are there. Yantras are pictorial representations of mantras. Very beautiful study of this yantras, you know. You have the kalash and then you have 2 eyes drawn on it. Then you have the Naupad written on it. All those things. So now it is symbolic of what? Now that kalash is symbolic of the fullness of Gyan. And the 2 eyes are symbolic of Anekantvad Syadvad or Nishchay Vyavhar or Praman Nay, Dravyartik Nay, Paryayartik Nay. You have to look at it from 2 viewpoints. Okay, the kalash. And when you understand the reality, the pure soul, which is full of Gyan, applying the 2 viewpoints, then you get the Samyak Darshan Gyan Charitra and your name comes in the Pancha Parameshti. So the Pancha Parameshti and Gyan Darshan Charitra all are written on it. Now, without understanding this deep, complex philosophy, reality, you keep doing the puja of the yantra. You keep chanting. You keep doing all the ritual related to it. What you will get? So there is so much of logic and philosophy in these mantras and rituals and all these things. But without reading the philosophy, understanding the deep philosophy, you do all these things, there you will get only Shubha Asra, which will take you to Shubha Gati. After that, Dhadam Nigo. If you tell me the essence of the whole of Jinvani, apply the philosophy and come in the Gyayak Bhav and go to moksha. Or don't apply the philosophy, don't come in the Gyayak Bhav, go to Nigodh. Everything else is junction. Everything else is junction. Paryay, not permanent. Permanent here means either permanently you will enjoy in moksha, the philosophy that you applied here, the experience you got here, you go to moksha and keep enjoying that experience for Sadi Anantakal. Or you miss the bus, you miss the opportunity, go to Nigodh and be there for a long, long time. God knows when you will come out of it again, when you will get a human birth, when you will get the 5 senses in the mind, when you will get to listen all this, when you will get to understand all this, when you will get to experience all. So that is the universe order, you can say. So infinite jivas in moksha, infinite jivas in transmigration, infinite jivas in Nigodh, and infinite minus infinite, the number over here will always be infinite. Understood, dear? Infinite Gyan ki Paryay are gone. Infinite Paryay remaining to come. Infinite may say infinite going, yet infinite will be coming. Apply all your mathematics over here. Okay. So here they say Swatantrata. So I told you Tantra. Now come Yantra, I told you. Now what is Tantra? Sorry. What I told you just now was the Tantra. What to say? No, that was Yantra only, correct, Yantra. Now you take it as a taviz. You keep, like you have that Raksha Potli, no? People tie this over here, no? The Murti Pujak people. Raksha Potli bandte hai na? Vasak shape, Raksha Potli, and the taviz, and some kind of thing you tie for children and all those things. So they are all those yantras in a tantra form. They put it on yourself so that whenever you remember it, you remember Paramatma. Whenever you remember it, you remember that cosmic energy. So that's how all this tantric world operates. They make all these mantras and yantras and they do sadhana, and they do all this black magic also. And a Muni who falls prey into all this is not fit for moksha. Okay, so yantra, mantra, tantra, go and Google and find out. So now Swatantra. Swatantra means what? Through mantras, understand the Swatantra. How the Jeev is connected with Utpad Vyay Dravya, or how Utpad Tantra means connectivity. So how these Utpad Vyay Dravya are connected with the soul, or how the soul is connected with the universe with these 3 things. And Swa means it is of its own self. When you understand this complex reality and come in yourself, you are truly Swatantra, liberated from all that is foreign occupation in your Atma, that is karma and kashai. Swadesh, when you come to your Swadesh, all these Paradeshis will leave you and go. How India got independence? 300 years. They were all in slumber. The day they all woke up, they drove them out, all the enemies. So enemies coming in your land is not a dosh. You not waking up is a dosh. Karma kashai are in your land, in your Atma Pradeshas is not a dosh. You not driving them out, you not taking charge of your desh, that is the dosh. Okay, now they have given one example over here that, question number 9, that even Jnani says, no, we do, we didn't do. Then what is the difference between the Jnani talking and an Ajnani talking? So he says, very beautiful one example is given. There is one merchant. He is absent in the shop. He's gone out for some purchase or looking into another plant work or whatever it is. Who is operating in his absence? The manager. He's called as Gumashta in the Hindi world. So the merchant is there, the manager is there. Now the merchant is absent in the shop. Some people come to the shop. So now what? Supposing the minister comes to purchase something. So will the manager say the Seth is not at home, not in the shop? He will attend to the minister as if he is the owner of the shop. Yes, sir, please come, please come. What can I do for you? Hey, he'll keep ordering everybody, do this, get a chair, get juice, get tea, coffee, etc., etc. Show them the best things. Okay, anything, okay, on behalf of the master, he will act in every way. But in his heart of hearts, he knows that I am not the owner of the shop. Likewise, a Samyak Drishti Ji will do everything in this world. He will do taking care of the children, business, everything he'll do as if he is the boss. But in his heart of heart, he knows that he is not the doer. He is not the boss. He is the boss of his own Dravya Gun Paryay. He is not the doer of all these things. So Jnani, Ajnani language is same. But what they believe in their heart of hearts, that is totally different. A Mithya Drishti will think that he is the doer of all these things. Whereas a Samyak Drishti knows that he is only a trustee. He is not the doer. Like that you have to understand. That is question number 9. Question number 10. So then he's telling, oh, you mean to say that the manyata, the belief system of a Jnani and his saying, his words that he's using are what is not matching. So here he is telling the belief system of a Jnani is according to the functioning of the universe. Vastu Vyavastha ke anusar hoti hai. But Vachan Vyavahar, speech, behavior is according to Loka Vyavahar. There all the Vyavahar Nay he will use and he will talk. But from Nishchay Nay, he understands that there is no relation between him and his world outside. So all the questions and examples over here. Now the next question number 11. Okay, then everything is prefixed. So Dukh, Janam, Maran, everything happens in its Swakal. Then there is no such thing as Akal Mrityu. Akal Mrityu, you understand? What is the meaning of Akal Mrityu? Who will tell me?
Untimely death.
Death before time. So here now they are going to take up this question that there can never be death before or after time. It happens when it has to happen. In its Swakal only death happens. So when Mahavir Swami was asked to alter his death time by a fraction of a second, he said, Indrava, Jinendrava, nobody can change. Everything is prefixed. Okay. So everything happens before time. No, everything happens in its own time only. It appears to us before time, after time. But here Bharil Sahib says, Akal Mrityu you should not take the meaning before time. You should take the meaning other than Kal, other factors. Write down. Akal means other than Kal, you have to look at the other factors. Akal does not refer to before Kal or after Kal. It refers to other than Kal. Like for example, take some example where, like I say, Kram, Akram. What do you mean by Kram? Kram means order. Akram means haphazardly. Okay. Now, Akram means not Kram. So here, Akal means not Kal, but other 4 factors. So somebody was for 20 years old, he died of heart attack. So we say, oh, just now he was here, he was hale and hearty, he was talking to all of us, and he just went out of the door, he got heart attack. So Akala Mrityu, we say. He was fit and fine. He should have lived up to 50, 60, 100 years. There was no chance of him dying just now. So we call it as premature death. But actually, that is not the meaning of Akala Mrityu. It is other than Kal. Kal means other than Kal. What are those? His Ayushya Karma was over. His Ayushya Karma was over. Then that was destined to happen. Or maybe he was eating a lot of junk food full of toxins, and as a silent killer, heart attack came at that small age. His Purusharth was in the wrong direction of taking care of his body. So all the other factors you have to see. So there is no such thing as Akala Mrityu. Now for this, I gave an example in the Friday class. I've given earlier also, but in this context, you have to understand that on a table, there is a glass of milk and the table is shaking at a certain speed. My inference, my Anuman Gyan tells me that if this table moves at this speed, and if the glass on this table moves at this speed, the glass will fall after half an hour. That is my inference. But in the cosmic line, it was determined, it was fixed. And according to that, it was happening that one child, one boy came running and he hit the table and the glass fell down in 2 minutes. So we will say that before time, the glass has fallen. But the glass fell in its own swakal. That time it had to fall, that time only that boy Nimit had come and it fell down. So that is in Keval Gyan. That is known in Keval Gyan. It is not known in our Gyan. So we call it as before time, but it is not before time as per the order of the universe. Understood, dear? So what we understand as Akal Mrityu is our limited understanding. But in Keval Gyan, things are happening the way they should happen, and the same thing are reflected in this thing. Okay? So,
Ma'am, then in that case, are we concluding that our interpretation is based on miscalculations?
our calculation is based on limited inference. And if that inference is wrong, our knowledge is wrong. And if that inference is correct, our knowledge is correct. Because out of the 5 Gyan, Mati Shrut is all inference only, Paroksha only.
Yeah.
Pratyaksh, it will be only in Keval Gyan. So in our Mati Shrut, that Anuman should be right, and that Pratyaksh Vat ho jata.
Okay.
And one day it becomes Pratyaksh. That is called meditation. That Atma that is indirect to us, through inference it becomes direct, and one day it becomes direct. So you have to apply the Anuman. Anuman means inference. Like I told you, looking at the smoke, you infer the fire.
Yeah.
Looking at the Gyan, you infer the Gyaya. That is called Samak. That practice is called Samak.
Right.
So
Thank you,
अपने
ma'am.
पास मति श्रुत परोक्ष ज्ञान ही है, उसको प्रत्यक्ष तक कन्वर्ट करना है. उसके लिए we need all these concepts and understand.
Right.
Understood, dear?
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
Very good. So now write down, there are 2 types of Ayushya. One is Bhujyaman Ayushya, one is Vadhyaman Ayushya. Page number 81, 82. Bhujyaman, Vadhyaman. So what is this Bhujyaman Ayushya? That which you are experiencing now. In the past life, you bound the Ayushya of this life that you are experiencing now. And when you depart from this world, you will bind the Ayushya for the next life, only then you will depart. No jeev will depart without that. So that is called as Vadhyaman Ayushya or Badhyaman Ayushya. Now, that Vadhyaman Ayushya, you have bound it and kept it in the stock. No enjoyment of it is happening right now. Okay. Now, here they have given one example that Rishabh's grandson Marichi had not even bound the Ayushya for becoming Mahavir. In that time, 4th Ara. He had not even bound. Yet Rishabh revealed that he is going to be Mahavir. That means what? In Rishabh's Gyan, it was known that so and so Jeev will bind so much so Ayushya and he'll become Tirthankar in that last birth. Likewise, he knows for all the Jeev. He knows for all the Ajeev. Huh? You understand? That means what? Everything is fixed. Everything is predetermined. Until we am I audible, dear? The current has gone over here, so I had to change my data. So when we understand this, only then we can remain a karta. Otherwise, our mind will always think, oh, when I'll get Samyak Darshan, when I will get this, when I will do this, why did that happen in the past? When will this happen in future? Why this is happening in the present? Why this pariyay? Oh, I'm sitting in meditation. Why Paramatma came in my Gyan? Why Mummy Papa came in my Gyan? That means what? Which pariyay has to come and what has to come in that pariyay, everything is predetermined. Who are you? Main knowyer and seer. हाँ बोलो.
Ma'am, this age का जो है English में ऐसा कुछ लिखा है. Can I read that? Which is a little confusing. जैसे कि 1 second, ma'am. I'll just open that.
Yeah, please. Hello.
1 second, ma'am. 1 second.
Shobha
Budhyaman.
madam, why did you switch off your video and sit? Where are you? First of all, I wish you all a very happy Mahavir Kalyanak Day. Happy Dhanya Teras and all the festival greetings.
Thank you, ma'am.
Same.
Thank you,
Thank you,
ma'am.
and reciprocal the same, ma'am.
Thank you, Ram sir. And I hope you all know the significance of Dhanya Teras. Trayodashi was the day when Bhagwan spoke last. And Roop Chaturdashi is the day when Bhagwan was seen last. So people were all sitting there adoring. So let us all learn how to adore our Karan Paramatma, so that one day the Karya Paramatma will manifest and Nirvan we can also attain. So whenever you celebrate any Kalyanak of any Tirthankar, you should sow the seeds of working out your own Kalyanak. Okay? So Bhagwan ka Janma is celebrated because this is the last Janma. Bhagwan ka Nirvan or death is celebrated because this is the last time he is going to die, not to be born again. Die or Nirvan. Ha, bolo.
Ma'am, can you give a little bit more information on Dhanya Teras? We are not familiar with that, ma'am.
Dhanya means what? Dhanya means what? I say Mera Jeevan Dhanya. Not Thanksgiving, you know. धन्य को कैसे बोलेंगे इंग्लिश में? I don't know. कैसे बोलेंगे?
धन्य हो. Great, ma'am.
हाँ?
Great. Blessed.
Great. Blessed. Yes, very good. Blessed. So this is the 3 days, no? We come in the dark fortnight, last 3 days. The 13th day, the 14th day, and the 15th day, the no moon day. So 2 days before Bhagwan's Nirvan, the Divya Dhwani stopped. The Divya Dhwani stopped on the 13th day. So that was the last day when the Divya Dhwani was pouring. And everybody wanted to understand the message hidden in it. So that is why that Trayodashi became Dhanya. So now when you understand the message of Bhagwan, that day will be Dhanya day in your life. So may that day be today when I understand his message and I realize the Gyayak Paramatma within me. Understood? Then when you have that blessed day, you will get to see the Roop of Atma. Roop means form, which is formless. Okay, when you have that blessed day only, then the next moment you can see the formless form of the pure soul, the Gyayak Bhav. Now, Roop Chaturdashi. Chaturdashi means the 14th day. Today, now Bhagwan has stopped talking. Stop talking means now his Bhasha, Vargana, Pudgal are over. Now no more Divya Dhwani will pour out. Only Bhagwan's form is going to be seen. After that, even that is not going to be seen. So people were sitting there and trying to look at the form and trying to understand what Bhagwan is meditating on. The physical appearance is there, but the spiritual presence of the Paramatma was there. So they were all sitting there and adoring and trying to get the message out of it. So that is Roop Chaturdashi. And then early morning next day, on the 15th day, he leaves this mundane body for the eternal abode of moksha. So that is Kali Amavas. Amavas means no moon. So now the lamp of Keval Gyan is gone. The light of Keval Gyan is gone. So now let us light the lamps of Mati Shrut Gyan. Let us convert our Mati Shrut Agyan to Mati Shrut Gyan and work out our own Keval Gyan. So, and that it should be Avali. Avali means a row of lamps, a row of Mati Shrut Gyan, Mati Shrut Gyan, Mati Shrut Gyan, Mati Shrut Gyan. There the Keval Gyan will be created and you can also attain Nirvana. Understood? So that is the significance of these 3 days. These 3 days we should do 3 days upvas and be meditating or do swadhyay and do Sayyam, sadhana, all those things. But what do? In the name of Deepavali, we light lamps, we burst crackers, we wear clothes, we do sweets. That means we are interested only in 5 Indriya Vishaya. We are interested only in Asra. We are interested only in Bandha. Even though we are talking of Samvar Nirjara Moksha, we believe that only in Samvar Nirjara Moksha, but we are talking of Asra, these things, but we are believing in all Asra activities only. Understood, dear?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Anything else? हाँ बोलो.
ये पढ़ो मैम.
हाँ बोलो.
Ma'am, this Bujyaman age and Vadyaman age in the English book, it's saying the age that living being is enjoying is called Bujyaman age, and the age which will be enjoyed in the next phase is Vadyaman age. Then they say the age to be enjoyed in the next phase can be reduced in the case of all the creatures, but that which is being enjoyed cannot be reduced in the case of persons specified above.
Correct.
मतलब अगले जन्म का reduce हो सकता है.
हाँ.
Okay.
How I tell you.
हाँ.
I got your question. Anything else that you want to ask?
No, that's all, ma'am.
Very interesting. There they have given in that same page example of Shrenik Raja. Shrenik Raja had bound the Ayushya of Narak for 33 sagar in the Mithyatva Avastha. In the Mithyatva state, he bound the Narak Ayushya of, you can switch on off your video, Rita, no problem.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. He bound the Ayushya of Narak. Then he became a Samyak Drishti. Now a Samyak Drishti cannot go beyond 3 hells. So what he did the upkarshan of the Narak Ayushya. He cannot alter Narak Ayushya to Tiryans Ayushya. Within the karma, within the gati, there can be kam jada. But you cannot alter Narak Gati to Tiryanch Gati to Dev Gati to Manushya Gati. Once you have bound that Ayushya. Okay.
Okay.
हो गया? सब पंखा लाइट सब बंद कर दो, दरवाजा बंद कर दो, सब पंखा लाइट बंद कर दो. 1 second, no, just give me 1 minute. Sorry, dear. So, Utkarshan, Apkarshan can happen in the next bhav ka Ayushya, but you cannot alter the Ayushya that you are experiencing now. दरवाजा बंद करो, वो सब उधर क्लीन करो, पोछा लगाओ उधर ऊपर. नहीं है, बराबर नहीं है, सब बराबर रखो उधर, बराबर रख. तुमको जो करना है करो, जाओ. हाँ ठीक है. सॉरी डियर, सॉरी. सो व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से. हाँ बोलो.
Sorry, ma'am. You say, ma'am.
Now I'm going to tell you how this can happen. For example, I was very rich once upon a time. I had millions of dollars and I gave it in charity. Now I have become very poor. Now, when I did the charity, I got a lot of punya bandh. Now I have become poor in this life itself. Okay, that this life itself I was rich, this life itself I'm poor. Now I keep regretting why I gave all that millions of dollars in charity. Oh my God, it would have been very nice had I not given. I would have kept something for me and all blah, blah, blah. So what I've done, that punya that I had bound, no, मैंने उसका fruit को मैंने क्या कर दिया, अपकर्षण कर. So maybe I had when I did that charity, I got the Devloka Ayushya. Okay, of say 20 sagar or not 20 sagar, say of 20,000 years or whatever it is. Now by repenting for that, I made it 10,000 years.
Okay.
Understood? Likewise, when I took to some sinful activity, I murdered somebody, I bound the Ayushya of Narak. But later on, I regret for it. I repent for it. I do the pratikraman. I do the prayashchit for it. Then what happens? It reduces. You understood, dear? So everything is bhav ka hi khel hai. Now you feel you are the one who is doing all this. But it was determined to happen that Shrenik Raja has to go to 3rd Narak only and not to 7th Narak. So he did all the prayashchit, apkarshan he did. He became so devoted, worshipful that he got the Tirthankar Naam Karma also. And he did the Naraka minimum bandh also. That maximum bandh ko he reduced it to minimum bandh. Understood, dear?
Yes, ma'am.
Everything happens through bhav. हाँ बोलो.
इसमें अनटाइमली डेथ का भी लिखा है मैम, जिससे कोई फूड पॉइजन ले लेता है और मर जाता है, बट दैट इज एज पर उसके एज, और इट इज डज इट हैपन बिफोर एज इन द सेम बर्थ?
Very good. See, when somebody commits suicide, they try, somebody tries 2-3 times, he doesn't succeed. And for suicidal attempt, they don't even punish him. Okay, he attempted suicide means he should die, no? Why he didn't die? Because it was destined that he should not die. So he got saved. See, sometimes it happens that a person slips and trips and he falls down and he dies. And somebody may fall from the 3rd, 4th floor, and yet he may not even have a scratch on his body. It so happens that somebody was to take that flight and somebody else took that flight. And that person died and this person got saved. So many examples you can give. So it's a whole complex Vichitra karmic world and Vichitra Shadravya world. And you have to understand it through these concepts. That whole now you feel that he did not do he did this Purusharth, so he died. No, it was destined that he should die. So he did this Purusharth. You have to look at the other way.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'll tell you one thing. If it is destined that you have to get moksha in 1, 2, 3 bhav, then you will understand these concepts rightly and apply them. And if it is destined that you have to get liberated maybe after a very long time, then you will fail to understand these concepts, have faith in them and apply them. So everything happens according to your gati, your mati will work. But we feel, oh, my mati is like this, so my gati is like this. Mati means buddhi. So mati के अनुसार गति नहीं होती है, गति के अनुसार मति होती है. Your gati means your future is not determined. 1 second. See here, there are a lot of quotations that I can give. That Jojo Pudgal Farasana, Nishche Farse Soy. What atom, in what kshetra, in what time you have to experience, you will experience. It's all fixed. Mamta samta bhav se karma bandh kshay ho. If you have attachment, you will get karma bandh. And if you have samta, samta means enlightened vision, then it is karma kshay. Okay. Now, Marichi is Rishabdev's grandson. His gati was fixed that he has to be 24 Tirtham. So his mati, his buddhi was in the wrong direction in this birth. When 100 sons of Adinath are getting Keval Gyan, and so many generations of Adinath are getting Keval Gyan, why did Marichi's Jeev did not get Keval Gyan? Because he was destined to be the 24th Tirthankar, he was making all wrong calculations now. And he said, what Rishabh is telling is also true, what I am telling is also true. He made a mixture, khichdi of all the philosophies. So, unhone apna anant sansar bada. Because of that, he transmigrated. If you can't understand the right philosophy rightly, at least don't understand the wrong philosophy as right. Because the fruit of that is, the consequence of that is nigut. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Now
Ma'am,
the next
मुझे
question.
एक और पूछना था मैम. मैम अभी जैसे आप बोले भाव बदलता है तो अपना नेक्स्ट जन्म का भी बदलता है.
Please ask in English, no dear, so that others can
Sorry, ma'am.
understand.
Like the bhav changes in our mind. Next janam ka jaise 10 saal ka 20 years becomes 20 years or 20 years becomes 10 years. But this can happen till the last minute before my death.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So even the last minute can change my next.
Can alter the duration of your next birth if you have already bound it earlier.
Okay. But it cannot change the birth. Only alter the duration.
The birth that you have fixed. See, when supposing I have to come to Singapore and I tell Mahendran sir, I'm coming. So will Mahendran sir not make some preparation for me? So that
Yes.
Pudgal there, that area are ready to receive me. So
Okay.
likewise, when we depart from this world, we will tell the nature that yes, we are coming. and nature will make arrangements for us.
Okay.
That then only will depart from this world. No jeev will depart from this world without binding the Ayushya karma of the next world.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, when you leave your home, do you not fix your destination where you want to reach?
Yes, ma'am.
Likewise, the jeev will leave this destination for that next by fixing it before. And all this happens naturally. You can't sit in meditation one day and say, okay, now I'm going to fix the Ayushya karma of next birth. It
Ah,
happens. It happens. You don't make it happen. You don't
Yes,
make it
ma'am.
happen means it is happening in your bhav. It cannot happen in your through your conscious mind.
Okay, ma'am.
There are
Yes,
three
ma'am.
types of conscious: conscious, subconscious, unconscious. So in the unconscious mind, all the karmas are there in the satta. Unconscious mind, subconscious mind, the conscious mind. And that conscious mind works through three: sleep state, wakening state, and dream state. In the dream state, all that is in the subconscious mind will come. And the Gyan will know it, the Darshan will see it. And they are all reflected in your Chetana. You don't see your dreams with open eyes. You see them with closed eyes. But dreams are not those that you see with closed eyes. Dreams are those that you see with open eyes, and that's a different thing altogether. Understood, dear? So even when we are dreaming, sleeping, or awake, there is one fourth avastha that is operating continuously with us, and that is the Gyaya Bhav. That is called as Turiya Avastha in the Upanishadic language. Turiya Avastha. So if possible, just remind me, or you ask me personally. I'll give you one beautiful download. I have one lecture of one Swamiji in IIT. He had given on the Turiya Avastha. Understanding this Gyayak Bhav from the Upanishadic tradition point of view. Bolo. Anybody else? Anybody? Anything? Okay, I don't want to take any more questions now. I want to finish this portions now. Next week, I may not be available because I'm traveling. So I'll be in Rohtak, Delhi for a seminar in Prakrit. So I will finish this Krambad Paryay, this class. And then November month, I will request you all to bring Anekantvad Syadvad book. Anekantvad Syadvad. We'll do that. Very beautiful concepts. And I request you all to complete the fourth chapter of Moksha Marg Prakashak. And if time permits, I'll do the Moksha Marg Prakashak fourth chapter in the month of December. And I hope you all are writing your journal and your Mythbusters, and you will post it on the group. Finish your Gandhar, finish your Bhavvasan. See that I don't come after you. I want you all to finish it off by December 15th also. Okay? Next question, page number 83. Question number 12. Why do you say that
Prakash Nayat Chakra, that one
yes,
we have to do, or what is the plan for that one?
part of that chapter only is this Anekantvad Syadvad.
Okay.
Part of that book only is this chapter.
Okay.
And there are some self-study portions.
Okay.
Aap kuch bhi kaho, Kal Chakra, which you have to study on your own. And
Yes,
if
yes.
time permits, and if you tell me, I will do those two books for you, not otherwise.
Okay, thank you.
You all can do it in groups, do logon ka group bana ke you can study.
Yeah, that's what we did. Kuch bhi kaho, yeah, that is what we did.
Very beautiful stories are there in Aap Kuch Bhi Kaho, that is Prathamanu Yog, and Kal Chakra is all Karananu Yog. What we are concentrating is on pure Dravyanu Yog.
Okay.
Okay, dear?
Okay, thank you.
So and if you have doubts from those two books also, you can bring it to my table and we can discuss it. Okay, now page number 83, question number 12. 83 in my book, Hindi book. So they say, okay, why are you saying according to Kevli Bhagwan it is Swakal? Then according to my inference it is Akal, Mrityu. That is how I understand this question. Then they say, no. This is only your misinterpretation. It is not like that. So does not refer to Kal, it refers to other factors. All those things are discussed. It's a continuation of the previous question. Okay, so everything according to Kevli is Krambad, according to my Gyan, it is Akram. It is not like that. Okay, so why cannot I apply Anekantvad and say that what Kevli Bhagwan is telling is also right, what I'm understanding is also right. Then he says that Anekantvad is not to be applied like this. This Aneka, write down two meanings for Anekantvad. Vada means doctrine. Anekant. Anekant, you have to split it in two ways. All this is Jain logic, which you will study. An plus ekant. Ekant means one-sided. An means not one-sided. Another meaning for Anekantvad, you have to split the word Aneka plus Anta. Anta refers to characteristics. Aneka refers to many characteristics. Got it, dear? So Anekantavad means the doctrine of multiple approaches to the complex reality. Non-absolutistic viewpoint. You can say Ahimsa is non-violence, Anekant is non-absolutism, and Aparigraha is non-possession, non-attachment. Understood, dear? Now, in my view, Anekant, application of Anekant is there, only then real Ahimsa and Aparigraha can happen. But when we don't read Jainism so deeply, we just hear about these 3 A's of Bhagwan's philosophy, we feel Ahimsa is more important. Aparigraha is more important. But going deeper into Jainism, you will understand the complex reality. You will understand that through Anekantvad, through Nayavad, through Syadvad, you have to understand that complex reality. Only then the Gyayak Bhav can be experienced. That experience of the Gyayak Bhav is called Ahimsa, where there is no Ragadvesh. There is Vitaraga Bhav. That is Ahimsa. Even a little bit of Ragadvesh is there, it is Himsa. Even though no killing is happening outside. Ananta Anubandhi Kasha is happening inside. Understood, dear? Am I loud and clear? Hello?
Yes, yes.
Everybody
Yes.
Yes.
understood what I told just now? There are some people who will never open their mouth in the class, like our Suresh sir. What Suresh sir? But he will be solemnly present for all the classes.
Yes,
But he will
madam.
never
Please.
interact.
Yes, madam.
What
Yes, madam.
Suresh sir?
Yes, madam. I understand. I'm listening, madam.
Why don't you show your face to all of us sometime?
Yes, madam. Yes, madam.
There are some people who will never show up. Why you are so shy? Wear some then burqa. It is like that, you know, all the dark is like burqa only, and I don't like that burqa. See, yet he won't show himself. He's like
Yes,
Dev
madam.
Purush, you know, nazar lag jayegi. What Suresh
Yes,
sir?
No, not like that, madam.
Yes,
I'm
but he
listening,
will be
madam.
present everywhere. He will be present so nicely. Okay, now switch off your video, Suresh sir.
Thanks.
Switch off your video. Lot of disturbance. And our team leaders, you know, very great. Padma Priya at least used to be seen now. I don't know where she is now. I will also switch off my video and talk.
So, ma'am,
अरे बाबा,
Yeah,
तभी तो
now
दर्शन दे दिया करो सब लोग.
for Batman Priya, now it is 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the night.
Okay.
Ma'am, I can't switch on my video.
Okay, Padma Priya. Ah, there Kapil is there. See the bright sunshine. Oh, you're traveling, you're walking, jogging. Oh, सब करो. दिनवाणी मत करना. चलो बंद कर लो वीडियो, बंद कर लो. हाँ, चलो. So, yes, Kapil, बंद कर लो वीडियो. ऐसे आप लोगों को देखने का मन हो गया इसलिए बोल दिया. So what was I saying? Something very important I was saying. It's all
It's
gone.
about Anekant, ma'am.
हाँ. So अनेकांत की दृष्टि जहाँ है, रत्नत्रय वहां है, अहिंसा है, संयम है, तप है, everything is there. So our acharyas, legendary acharyas, including Kundakunda, Amrit Chandra Acharya, Siddhasen Divakar, Uma Swati, Haribhadra, Hemachandra, Manikya Nandi, Yasho Vijayji, all have written great logic works. But no Guru Bhagavan teaches them. Why? Because we Sansari are so materialistic, we don't have time to go deep into Jainism. No takers for these. See, when I'm very sad to tell you that even Guru Bhagavans are not interested in these studies. When they are not interested in these studies. You know, I'm taking class for 3 Sahibjis, no? 3 Murti Pujak Sadhbijis. They say, madam, whatever you're telling, bouncer ja raha hai. Abhi 3 mahina hi hua unke diksha ko. Those who don't have the 1.5 years of basic that you have got, if they don't have, all these things will be bouncer only for them. So I always tell her, please study Jainism systematically, study the metaphysics, study the karma theory, then come to logic, then come to Gyan, then come to Anekantvad Syatvad. Otherwise, everything will, you won't be able to understand what we are trying to say. You understand? Had we spoken about Krambat Parya in the first semester, you all would have not got it. Now that you have got so much of Jainism through Dravya Sangra, through Chedhala, through Chara Bhav, through 4 Anuyog, now you're able to sit through these lectures. Okay, so Anekantvad here they are telling that it is not like that you have to say, oh, what Kevali Bhagwan is telling is also right, what I'm telling is also right, from Anekant viewpoint. So that means, oh, Pakistan is telling that Kashmir is theirs. They are also right. We Indians are telling Kashmir is ours. We are also right. Supposing there is a dispute between you and your brother for a property of land, for a property. And okay, your brother is also right. You are also right. It is not like that. It is not 2 people talking about the same thing. It is talking in 2 ways about the same thing. That is Anekantva. Understood, dear? Okay, so that is
Yes,
what
ma'am.
the 13th question. Now write down a few things on page number 87. Gyan, Agyan, Mithya Gyan. Page number 87, you can see last paragraph. Gyan, Agyan, Alpa Gyan, Purna Gyan, Mithya Gyan. All these are different sthitis. They have got nothing to do with the Vastu. Vastu means the object, which is highly complex. It doesn't matter whether you understand the subject rightly or wrongly. It is that subject is not going to change. That object is not going to change. Supposing this is a Bluetooth speaker and I call it a mobile. So will it become a mobile? So my Mithya Gyan related to this Bluetooth speaker is wrong. So will this make this object wrong? Nothing. Supposing I have very limited knowledge of it, Alpa Gyan. Does it affect its working in a complete way? Supposing I have Keval Gyan. In my Keval Gyan, this is seen. Will it make this object special? Nothing. It has got nothing to do. Now listen. When you understand it rightly, that this Bluetooth speaker is Nitya from the atomic point of view. The atoms in this are eternal. But in a molecular form, it is non-eternal. So that eternal and non-eternal contradictory reals exist in the same object. Likewise, now just think this is Atma. This Atma is made of Gyan. Okay. And the paryaya of Gyan is ever changing. So from the ever changing paryaya, it is non-eternal. But at the same time, the Gyan Tattva, Gyan will be intact in this. This is Gyana Samudra, ocean of Gyan, and in which the waves of Gyan are coming. In this, there are no Rag Dvesh waves coming. But this Gyan is not knowing its Gyan. It is not satisfied. It is not contented. It is not enjoying the Gyan. It is interested in the Gye that are the objects that are reflected in the Gyan. There is no Gyan which will not reflect any other thing. There is no mirror which will not reflect any other thing. So there is no Gyan in which the Gye are not there. So what is coming in our Gyan, we get carried away by it and we do more Ragdvesh. So the Bandh is because of more Ragdvesh and not because of the Pudgal, the karma that is sitting on this Atma Pradeshas. On this, lot of dust is sitting. Like that, lot of karmas are sitting on the Atma Pradeshas. So the Bandh is not of the karmas. Bhava karma only is the cause of Bandh. And that Bhava karma is also not the cause of bondage. We are not understanding this complex Gyan, Gye, Gyayak, Swabhav, Atma. It is Gyan also, it is Gye also, it is Gyayak also, in which Utpad, Vyay, Dravya all are there. So you have to apply Anekantvad on understanding this. When you understand this, you get Samyak Darshan Gyan Charitra. Oh, this kind of pure soul I am. In me there is Anant Sukh, Anant Gyan, Anant Darshan. From this only all are going to come out. And we don't focus on this, then we don't let that Keval Gyan happen. So we are doing Himsa on our own self. We are taking our own self to the cycle of rebirth. Matlab, we keep it caught in the cycle of rebirth. That is the Himsa we are doing by not applying the Anekantvad correctly. So this Atma is its own parigraha. It does not own other things. So aparigraha means being possessed, being attached to your own pure self and not giving permanent reality to impermanent things and getting carried away by them. That level of vairagya, that level of renunciation, that level of enlightened vision is called ahimsa, aparigraha. Understood what Bhagwan is? Dhanya hai. We are born in a Jain family. We have got this philosophy. We can apply it and we can work out our own nirvana.
Ma'am, a question here.
One second. I'll tell you one thing, dear. In our previous life, we must have given charity of Gajmoti. Gajmoti malum hai? Pearls. We must have given in charity. With immense Shuddha Bhav. So we have got that punya. And because of that punya, we have got this janma, we have got this philosophy, we have got this learning, we have got this listening. Understood, dear? Bolo Saurabh.
Ma'am, if you're saying that Atma has its own parigraha, then would we say aparigraha, can we take it as devoid of parigraha or is it opposite of parigraha?
Positive parigraha or materially aparigraha. Spiritually in control of your own self. Enjoying being in your own self. There is one quotation, you know, when a person understands Atma ka parigraha, only such a person can say that I don't own anything in this world. कौन मूर्ख दूसरी चीज को अपना परिग्रह कहेगा? अपने में अपनापन is spiritual parigraha.
Okay.
अपने में अपनापन is spiritual parigraha and that is a parigraha from the material point of view.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
So I always tell my students, be spiritually selfish, materially selfless. But we are the other way. Spiritually selfless, materially selfish. Okay, now when your knowledge about reality is right, it is called Samyak Gyan. When your knowledge about reality is wrong, it is called Mithya Gyan. When your knowledge about reality is perverted, it is called Mithya Gyan. When your knowledge about reality is complete, it is called Purna Gyan. When your knowledge about reality is incomplete, we call it as Alpa Gyan. So all these are Gyan ki paryay. What is important is Gyan. See, take a Rasagulla, take a Mysore Pak. What is common in them? What is common in them?
Sugar, ma'am.
Sweetness, ma'am.
Sugar.
If you see sugar, you won't do Rag Dvesh between Mysore Pak and Rasgulla or Gulab Jam. Likewise, in Pancha Parmeshti, Aryanta Siddha, Acharya, Upadhyay, Sadhu, and Atma, what is common?
Atma, ma'am.
Gyan. All are Atma. So when you see the Atma, you will get this, you are seeing the Samanya. But we are tuned to seeing the Vishesh. We overlook the Samanya. When you see the Samanya, Samanya means the general properties of all the Dravya, of all the Jiva, then only your Raga Dvesh will stop. Then only Ahimsa will start. Understood? So if
Yes,
you are
ma'am.
particular that when I will get Samyak Gyan, when I will get Keval Gyan, you will never get. You look at Gyan. You have the oneness with the Gyan. Your Gyan will become right. Your Gyan will become complete. Understood the way? Now, sorry dear. Come to question number. Now, lot of discussions are given for this question. Gyan, Alpa Gyan, Anekantvad, all big discussion happening there. So events do not happen. They already exist and are seen on the time machine. Page number 93. Question number 14. Huh? So all these things you have to understand. Nisarga, Adhigam. Now come to question number 16. In 16, they are telling in Pravachan Sar, they talk of two Naya. Naya means viewpoints. Kal Naya, Akal Naya. And there they are giving two examples. Sorry, not two examples. One example of a mango. A mango is raw, right? And it will become ripe in its own sweet time. Say after 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. But you know what these people do? They put it in paper, they put it in grass, and they try to do the premature fruition of the, premature ripening of the mango. Now, why do you say that there is no such thing as premature? Are we not doing things to make premature ripening happening? Why do you say that it will happen only in Swakal? You understood the question? That is the question in 16. For that, they have given all the logic and the answers. That if it is destined that that mango should be ripe in this form, it will become ripe in that form only. That is seen in Bhagwan's Gyan, but not in your Gyan. So you feel you are making it premature ripening, but it is happening in that time only. Okay, so it may happen that some mangoes may become rotten. Some mangoes may be ripe in 2 days, some will be in 3 days. And it happens in its own sweet time. The nimit of you putting it in the paper or in the grass is all also there. Who is denying it? But that doesn't mean that you become the creator of it. See, a raw mango is green in color and sour in taste. How does it become yellow? How does it become sweet? The sweetness and the yellowness is hidden in the mango. That manifests when it has to manifest. The nimit of you putting in the paper is there, and for some it is not there. Likewise, it happens, but it is happening in its own time only. Like that, you have to see the question number 16. Now coming to 17. 17 is again continuation of 16. Come to 18. Okay, when everything is fixed, you can't alter anything, then everywhere there will be fear. There will be an environment of fear. If everything is fixed, nothing you can alter. But on the other hand, Bharil Sahib is telling, when you understand everything is Krambadha, only then you can go to the fearless state. Only then you can really experience the real fearlessness. That's how he's looking at this question. Okay, now he says that the whole universe is functioning because of Asha. Asha means what? Hope. Hope makes the world go round. Now what? Here there is one quotation I remember. Write down if you want. Jo Asha ke das hai. Those who are, what to say? Huh? Jo Asha ke das hai. Those who are full of expectations are Jagat ke das hai. जो आशा के दास है वो जगत के दास है. Their greed and desires are endless as space. Akash. इच्छाहु आगास समा अनंतिया. जो आशा के दास है वो जगत के दास. The second line. आशा जिसकी दास है जगत उनका दास है. So if you have the hope, asha or desire for Samyak Darshan and Keval Gyan, it will go away from you. But you become desireless, taking refuge in your pure soul. All those things will manifest. The whole universe will be at your feet. You understand? Paramatma took shelter, refuge in his pure soul. He became desireless. Now the whole Lakshmi is at his feet. Whole Lakshmi means the best things in Samavasharan, the 100 Indra, all are at his feet. But if I have the desire that I should conquer this means I am not my own conqueror, then I am a slave to my desires and the universe. So this being a slave to your desires is only fear. Oh, if I don't get this desire, then I will be suffering. Then I'll be expecting when this will happen. So having these kinds of thoughts only is fear. Having a fluctuating mind is only bhaya mohaniya karma. Why do you go from one channel to another channel? Because you don't find happiness over there and you are fearful that if I stay here, then I will suffer. So you go to the other channel. You start searching happiness over there. Then you are there for some time. Then you are not getting it. Then you become fearful. Fearful means not in that sense. But you don't want to stay there for long. You go to another. That is fear. You getting scared of lions and tigers is sthula fear. This is sukshma fear. Bhaya mohaniya karma, out of moha. You have attachment for happiness that is outside. So that is fear. Okay. So read this book, Chintamani by Ramchandra Shukla. Very high Hindi, where he gives a pictorial representation of the inner emotions. Very high Hindi, Ramchandra Shukla, Chintamani. I think it's Ramchandra Shukla. And at the same time, read books by Paul Brunton. Very high English, very high spirituality. He talks in the line of Ramana Maharishi. Ramana Maharishi's tradition. He was a foreigner. He came to India. He found Ramana Maharishi and he had a lot of dialogue with him and he wrote these books. Paul Brunton, P-A-U-L Brunton. At the same time, read this book, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle and see how difficult it is to come in the present moment. Our mind is always trying to go to the past or future. It never wants to be in the present. Okay, Now on page number 98, there's one quotation by Buddhajan. Humko kachu bhai nare jaan liyo sansar. Oh, I have no fear, I have no desire, I have known the world. When, what, how, in what way it is to happen, in that way only it will happen. Nobody can alter it. I have become fearless. I have no expectations. Becoming Nischinta will make you Nirvikar and Nirvichar. Write down. Nischinta, anxiety less, will help you to become Nirvikar, more Ragdvesh Rahita. And one fine day, you will become Nirvichar, going beyond mind, body, and speech. You will come into the soul consciousness. Then come to very beautiful quotation on page number 101. Asha gartaha prati prani yasmin vishwam anupamam kasya kim kiyadayati vratha vo vishaye shita. He says that the pit of desires is so big in every human mind that the whole universe is like an atom. We studied similar thing even in Moksha Prakasha. Okay. And it is like giving a jeera. You all know jeera, cumin seed in the mouth of a camel. The camel's mouth is so big and you give that jeeragam, it is so small. Like that, our desires are unlimited like Akash. And whatever desires we fulfill is like one cumin seed. It remains empty. And Jiva are Anant in this world. All cannot get all of their desires fulfilled. They say that if we all live life king size, American style, then the whole world, we will need 5 earths with all the resources. Yet it won't be enough. But the resources are one earth. How? That is why Gandhi said, there is enough for every man's need, but not enough for even one man's greed. So there are 2 permutations. Either fulfill all your desires or have no desires at all. All our desires cannot be fulfilled. The moment one desire goes, another 2 pop up. These 2 get settled, another 4 pop up. These 4 are fulfilled, another 10 will crop up. So in Moksha Prakashak also we have studied, the more desires you have, the more pap, the more dukh is on your side. And more desireless you are sukha swaru. You will enjoy that sukh. That sukh is inside, but it is overpowered by the desires. You overcome the desires. What manifests will be the sukh. So sukh is not something that you have to create. You have to give it a chance. Clear? This is the only way to be happy. Conquer all your desires through an enlightened vision of reality. Be happy. So let your mind become weak, but let your Atma never become weak. Atma Gyan, Atma Bal nahi tootna chahiye. Manobal bhale toot jaye. Atma Bal, Gyan ka bal should keep increasing. Now the last question. He's telling, okay, whatever you're telling is right, but why are you after us? When we are to understand these concepts in our Krambad, we will understand. Why are you making us understand? Even you are doing something, no? You are a karta, no? You're talking of a karta bhav, but yet you are doing all this karta buddhi. Then he says, even though I am a karta, I don't have the karta buddhi. You will understand when you have to understand. Even Anant Aryan Bhagwan cannot make you understand. Only your Atma can make you understand. Nobody can see. Bhagwan Mahavir's truth can liberate only Bhagwan Mahavir. Bhagwan said, my truth cannot liberate you. You make it your truth. Then only that truth will liberate you. Okay, so here you are telling those whose blessed moment has come, they will understand these concepts in the right way and become happy. And those who are, what to say, he's giving one example over here. There is one poor man. He gets to see a Chintamani Ratna. You all know Chintamani is a mythological precious gem by which you touch anything, you ask anything, you get it. The wish fulfilling gem, the wish fulfilling trees, the wish fulfilling cow, etc., etc. So he says that he got to see this Chintamani Ratna, but he thought it was a piece of glass and he threw it away. And on the other hand, there is one person who is a leper, leprosy. Leper means he's got leprosy. And you give him Amrit, but he's not taking it. So what can you do? Huh? There is another beautiful example in Upamiti Bhav Prapancha Katha book. Just go to one beggar. There he's given that experiment. And that beggar, no, he's got torn clothes. He's got a tuta futa bartan. He's got a rugged bag. And he's holding on to it very tightly. You go and tell to that person that you give all this to me. I'll give you nice clothes. I'll give you nice food. I'll give you nice vessels. Will he give it to you? He won't give. With great difficulty, you show him all these three. You show him all these three. Then he will give it up or not. Then he will give it up or not. He will give it up. No, if you seize it. Because if he sees it means, okay. Then he says, first you give it to me. Then I will leave all this. Who knows, you're only showing it to me and you may know after I throw all this, you will take all this away. Why you are giving me all this? What is your intention? So he will not leave it. So what Jainism is telling is, first you get the Ratnatraya. Then all this more Agdvesh will go. Or first this more Agdvesh will go, then you will get the Ratnatraya. Both happen together. When light comes, darkness goes. When darkness goes, light comes. Both happen at the same time. But in telling, we will say this happened, so this happened, this happened, so that happened. Ratnatraya came, so more Agdvesh went. More Agdvesh went, so Ratnatraya came. Keval Jnanavarniya Karma went, so Keval Jnana came. Or Keval Jnana came, so Keval Jnanavarniya Karma went. Both happened at the same time. But in our speech, in our understanding, we say one after the other. So here they are telling that such a person is now Krambadha Paryay can make you completely desireless, fearlessless, attachmentless, enlightened. But you are not able to take it up. That is your Durbhagya. So Todarmal ji's language he uses is कि उसके अभाग्य की महिमा हमसे नहीं कही जा सकती. How unfortunate he is, we cannot tell. Understood? So that way, Swabhava Drishti, you understand. Understand the Dravya Drishti. Don't focus on Paryay. The Paryay will come. You focus on the Trikali Dhruv Dravya. When the Paryay of Keval Gyan or Samyak Darshan has to come, it will come. That is the essence of understanding of Krambadha Paryay. Now, the book is over in two parts. There are two annexures. One talks about the interview of Bharil Sahib with Kanji Swami. Second is the views of different scholars on this book. Read them on your own. You have any questions, you ask. Now, you all should finish your journal writing for 2 papers. And third paper, I will start in the next class. So next week, I will not be available. Please don't wait for me. I'll request you all to study and come with your questions. Okay, dear?
Ma'am, I have a question here.
Now listen to me. This, when I gave you this example, it was there in my hand from that time. It was in this left hand. And I was talking with this book over here. So it was destined to that it should be in my hand. Now I came to know of it, I keep it. I'm only instrumental in keeping it. But I was knowing that it was here. I'm knowing that it is here. So I'm a knower and seer. I'm not a doer of teaching this class or of doing anything. From the Vyavahar point of view, yes, I am the doer. From the Nishchay point of view, I'm not the doer. At the same time, I am the doer and the non-doer. Understood, dear? Yes, dear. Bolo, dear.
Ma'am, my question is that we are studying this Kramabadha Paryaya from a perspective to understand, being Nischinta about Gyata Drashta Swabhav. How would we differentiate between a Nischint person and a Nischint Avastha and a Pramadi Avastha? If somebody says that if everything is destined, then I should not be doing anything at all. So wouldn't that be for making him as a Pramadi?
So, Siddha Bhagwan are not doing anything. They are not eating, they are not working, they are not doing any business. So they are in total Pramad state.
No.
They are in the Keval Gyan Darshan, they are enjoying, no?
Yeah.
That spiritual experience state, perfected spiritual experience state, they are enjoying, no? So externally, they appear to be not doing, but internally, they are the ones who are doing the right things.
Yeah.
So externally, it will appear that a person who is enlightened and Pramadi is same. But Pramadi, no, physically, verbally is inactive, but mentally is active.
Mm-hmm.
Mentally is active. Mental chattering is happening in the Pramadi state.
Right.
But for an enlightened person, it's only in a state of awareness, where the mind is working, but he's only remaining a knower and seer.
Okay.
The mind is working for both Pramat and Apramat. But when you go into that awareness state, you will reach the beyond mind state.
Right.
So there is a total difference between Pramat and Apramat. But at the same time, in Samaya-sar's language, that pure soul is neither Pramat nor Apramat. It is a Gyayaka. That Pramadi's mind also is knowing that he is doing something.
Yeah.
And the Jnani's mind also knows that he's a Gyata Drashta. So even this person is Gyayak Bhav, that person is Gyayak Bhav. The Pramadi doesn't know about it, he doesn't recognize it, and a Jnani is recognition of it.
Right.
That is a difference.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, there's a third dimension to this also. I hope you're able to understand this very deep philosophy.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, anybody else? Anybody wants to do Gandhar, I can sit for 5-10 minutes. Otherwise, we are done for today.
Can I do Bhav Bhasan, ma'am?
Yes, you can do. What topic?
Just want to do the question 2.
From which chapter?
This Kramabadha Paryaya, the question 2, which was talking about if who is the doer.
So you want me to ask questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Tell me 3 points how spirituality and Kramabadha Paryaya are connected related to this question. When nobody can alter anything in this world, everything is happening on its own. So what will happen if things will go slowly or fastly? Who is the designer of this universe? So who is going to design your spiritual quotient?
So it's a self-designed self-designed universe, and every dravya has its own creator and destroyer of the paryaya. So from Kramabadha Paryaya, I would say that the Kramabadha Paryaya of the Jiva is the Kramabadha Paryaya that Jiva creates and destroys, and the Kramabadha Paryaya of other substances are dependent on those substances. So there is no interdependence of any substance for the in terms of Kramabadha Paryaya, and that gives the Jiva independence of its own decision. That the mere understanding of that, or the depth of the understanding, will lead this Jiva to understand his true nature of knower and seer, and will help him go deeper into the spirituality.
And get Samyak Darshan Gyan Charitra of that deeply. Only the second question you want me to ask?
You can go any further. I've done up to 10.
Okay. So, can you be the creator of your Keval Gyan?
Keval Gyan.
If we cannot do anything, then how will we create Keval Gyan?
It from a Nishchay point of view, it is a automated Paryaya system. So the Keval Gyan will have to arise on its own. But from Vyavahar point of view, it would be appearing as if I am the creator of that Paryaya.
See, you have to understand that Gyayak, that witnessing bhav. When you remain that Sahaj Gyayak bhav, Sahaj mein Keval Gyan Paryaya will come.
Yeah.
Understood?
Yeah.
When you remain in that state, automatically that Paryaya will come in its Swart Kal.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It will come in its Swakal. So when you become Nishchint, that when that will come, only then you can focus on the Gyayak bhav. But if you are worried and preoccupied with that bhav, oh, when I'll get Samyak Darshan, when I'll get Moksha, when I'll get Keval Gyan, it won't come.
Right.
So you are interested in that Paryaya, you're not interested in the Dravya.
Right.
So that Dravya will not manifest. So that Paryaya will not come.
Now, there is a doubt on that, where it says that in Tatsamay ki yogyata, a Paryaya is its own creator. But in Trikal Dhruva Atma is the creator of that Paryaya. So how would your question fit into that then?
See, this creator, originator, Utpadvyaya is Vyavahar again.
Yeah.
Next semester, we are going to do Naya Chakra guidebook.
Right.
In that, you have Nishchay Naya ke 4 divisions, you have Vyavahar Naya ke 4 divisions.
Right.
So from Vyavahar point of view, we will say there is Utpadvyaya Dravya.
Yeah.
Like in the ocean, the waves are created. Now,
Yeah.
is the ocean doing anything to create the wave, or Sahaj mein the waves are coming?
Naturally.
Naturally. So in the same way, in the Gyayak bhav, the Gyan Darshan waves are Sahaj mein coming, and one day Sahaj mein Keval Gyan wave will come. You call that ocean as a creator, that is Vyavahar point of view.
Yeah.
It is Nishchay say it is automatically happening.
Right.
Like that you have to understand.
Yeah. Yeah.
From Vyavahar point of view, the Paryaya is the creator. From the Nishchay point of view, the whole Dravya is complex in which this origination
is created.
May happening.
Yeah. So we can say it is happening, but not creating, sort of.
So that happening only we call it as creation.
Creation. Okay.
Parinaman ko hi utpadvyay samajhna.
Okay.
Utpadvyay hai wahi parinaman hai us dravya ka.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so 2 questions are over. Very, very deep. I think so deep I have not asked anybody this way. Okay. So now the Jnani also believes in one way and talks in another way. So is there a dichotomy there?
It's a dichotomy. Yeah.
Jnani says I am a karta, but he is using the language of karta. I did this, I did this, I did this. So why?
It is, I would say it is the limitation of language that makes him come to that conclusion. For his self-belief, he understands the true nature and he understands and he stays in the true nature. But when it comes to explaining it to the other person, due to the limitations of the language, it appears as if he is contradicting himself. So there
Correct.
is no
Your
dichotomy
answer.
in that way. Yeah.
Yeah, he knows very clearly the nature of reality. But Jagat ka vyavhar isi bhasha se chalta hai.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Yes, anybody else? Thank you,
Thank you.
Saurabh. I
Thank you,
give you
ma'am.
full marks.
Thank you, ma'am.
Anybody else? So far, 11 people have done the Gandhar and 1 person has done the Bhavbasan. I would like to end the class with this. Thank you all so much. Nij nidhi nij mein batai, yaha anant upkar hai, uske liye jin vani maa ko vandana shat baar hai. Because you people have not given the response in the class, I request you all to send three responses of today's class, either as a write-up or as an audio. All those who are going to listen to the lecture will also send it, and all those who have attended the class will also send it.
Okay,
From
ma'am.
that, I will gauge your review about today's class. What you have understood, immediately you write it up and send it before it gets diluted. Or each one of you.
Okay,
Each one of you. I expect each one of you. I've spoken for 2 hours. I've puffed my lungs out. I expect this response from all of you. Don't say thank you, madam. It was a beautiful lecture. That is not a response. What 3 things you have understood out of today's lecture? All of you immediately send a post. Thank you all. Jai Jinendra.
We can
Jai
speak
Jinendra.
out.
If you want, you can tell in the class right now.
Yes,
I'm not
ma'am.
going to ask response after every class.
Miss, can I speak?
Nobody says one thank you. Nobody says one what you've understood.
Thank you, ma'am. I'll say my response. It is me. The class has given so much insight. Now it has made me so confident and fearless. Jo hona hai wo hoega. I'm going to do my work and let it be. Forget about the fruits. That is the confidence that I have got.
Very good. Do your best. Leave the rest.
Yes,
And be
ma'am.
prepared for the worst.
And no anxiety. Anxiety will make the situation worse. I will not be able to do my spiritual thing. No anxiety. That's it.
So Anand, happiness,
Yes.
every
yes,
moment
yes,
awareness, bliss will start.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes.
Thank
Yes,
you, ma'am.
everybody. Very good, Rajul. Yes. आप escape हो गए message डालने से.
हाँ, तो
Ma'am,
Good.
ma'am,
it's
ma'am,
more
can we?
easier what you understand to say. The minute you said say it now, it's so fresh. So that bhav is coming.
Very good. Yes.
Ma'am, can we compare this proverb? दाने दाने पे लिखा हुए खाने वाले का नाम.
हाँ. दाने दाने पे लिखा है खाने वाले का नाम. हाँ, खाने में मत रहो. आत्मा का
Yeah,
ज्ञान का खाना.
yeah, we can compare, no, for this time, no.
Ah, yes.
Thank you,
Diwali
ma'am.
time, ma'am.
Who has understood what? अरे, what have you understood from today's lecture? वो बोलो मुझे. मैं आप लोगों से सीखना चाहती हूँ. I want to learn from you.
No, you are regarding the destiny and all, no, ma'am.
हाँ.
So whatever comes, you have to accept. Whatever is happening, it will happen.
Okay, very good. That acceptance comes means is a very big thing. That acceptance comes, no? We will become fearless even in the time of death.
Yeah, whatever accept, we have to accept. Whatever comes,
Yes.
you have to accept, ma'am.
Not we have to accept, we will accept.
We will,
We
yeah,
have
yeah.
to accept means it is majburi ka naam Mahatma Gandhi. वो नहीं है.
Yeah.
हाँ.
Thank you, ma'am.
I can say that it's reinforcing the 5 samvais.
Yes. The faith in the 5 samvai. Very good. और कोई?
Ma'am,
Another one.
Can I say? Oh, sorry.
हाँ, बोलो. Anybody?
Another one, today I read one article. See, though our face is in the front, we're not able to see. We use the mirror. Like that, though books are all books are there, we need Priya ma'am to explain, we understand. Okay.
Okay. Yes, Ram sir. But Ram exists in all of us. Ghatamahi Viraje Ram. And Diwali is associated with Ramayana also. So Ayan means returning of Ram to his hometown. But then you should read this book, Adhyatma Yogi Ram. When this, our Atma Ram will return to its Swadesh, Gyayak Bhav, and not wander in the gay forest of gay. Okay. Yes. Very good.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, can I say it?
Please go ahead, Shobha ma'am.
My three takeaways are, one is this Anekant Vad is the basis for ahimsa.
Yes,
That's
very good.
And the second one is to be fearless in thinking about Krampat Paryaya. It is
Very good. Very good. Yes.
And the third one is this, I just learned that Akal means it's not related to time, it's related to other factors, that is
Other than Kal.
other than Kal, which
Very
is a grammatical learning for me, because you
Yes.
always think Kal, Akal is opposites. And in this one last part of it, I remember Krishna was asked by one Muni, I can't remember his name, that Krishna said, please ask for a boon. And this guy said, I should never be without water, because he lived in a desert. And one day he was roaming in the desert, and Krishna said, okay, whenever you think of water, you will get it, kind of thing. So when he was going in the desert, he thought that I need water. Krishna, please give me water. And he was roaming around and he wasn't getting any. And then he finds a very dusty old man coming and giving him water. And that water was in a mud pot and it looked brownish. And this guy says, this Muni says, I asked Krishna for water and look what I'm getting. And so he says, and that dusty old man looks like a chandal. So he says, I won't take water from you. And likewise, he rejects. This guy follows him saying that, please take water from me. It's clean water. And this, he refuses and he goes off. And then ultimately he asks Krishna, well, I asked you for a boon. You gave me it, but you didn't give me water. So Krishna said that I sent you Indra with Amrit, and you did not have faith in it, and you rejected. So I thought this is Krampad Paryaya, that this guy was destined not to have that Pad in heavens with the Amrit, and he had the Jnana Varniya karma coming at that time, and he couldn't accept it actually. I just wanted to share that. I just remembered that story actually.
Your example, Shobha madam, I'll interpret like this. This person was having the lower logic to understand Krishna. But Krishna came in the guise of a Indra or whatever it is. He did not have the higher logic. Oh, my purpose is to get water. So I should take the water. Leave the rest. But he could not apply the higher logic.
Correct.
So he did not do the right Purusharth. Because he was destined not to do it, he did not do the right Purusharth. Had he done the right Purusharth, then we would have said, oh, this was his destiny, so he did the right Purusharth, he got the water. So it is again one thing, but looking at it from different angles, you get many interpretations.
Like this is in reference to the question you asked Saurabh also. How will you contribute to Keval Gyan? The Keval Gyan is the Purusharth part of it. That is once this thing. Whereas he's destined to get Keval Gyan, but unless you do the Purusharth, you will not get the Keval Gyan actually.
So if we are exerting for Keval Gyan, we won't get Keval Gyan. But if we exert in the Gyayak Bhav, Keval Gyan will come after us.
Correct. Yeah.
Moksha will come after. So I don't want moksha. I've got the key to moksha. But if I'm worried about moksha and I don't know the key, means I cannot get it. It's like that. Very good. So you
Thank
all also, when I ask a question to somebody, others also can give a different insight into it if they have. That's how we have to learn from each other. Okay, very good. Chalo, we'll sign off now. Thank you all.
Happy
Others will
Diwali.
all
Thank you.
post their
Thank you very much,
responses.
madam.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Jai Janendra, ma'am.
Happy Diwali to you, ma'am. Happy Diwali to everybody. Thank you.
Happy Diwali to you, ma'am.
Happy Diwali, everybody.
Thank you.